Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Joy of Puzzles. I have for you today yet another installation from the Disney Villainous Collection. The puzzle's name is Ratigan. Ratigan was published in 2020 by Ravensburger. Ravensburger dates back all the way to 1883, where they were founded in Germany. And for the beginning of their business, for the first 3 generations, they concentrated on educational publications and games. They didn't get into the puzzle biz until the 1960s. The current company is around a $600 million business, which is pretty impressive, with 2,000 employees spread around the world, primarily located in Europe. These folks have made a lot of great stuff. They license a lot of brand names, in particular Disney, and in that vein, they have 2 of the largest commercially available puzzles you could ever hope to see. They are 40,000 pieces. That's right, 40,000. They measure 22.5 feet by 6.5 feet in size. Just a bit bigger than, I don't know, my living room, I guess. I don't know. It's a lot of space required to build that monster, and I keep saying it. Someday I hope I will, when I have room. A room with no one in it. The Ratigan puzzle, well, there is no specific artist given. Like all of these puzzles in this collection, if you want to know who drew it, you're going to have to go watch the original movie. The movie is The Great Mouse Detective, or it was renamed a couple times. It is flip-flopped between The Great Mouse Detective and The Adventures of the Great Mouse Detective. Strangely enough, little Disney trivia and controversy. The movie was published in 1986, and it was one of the first major motion films to combine computer animation and hand-drawn artwork. So, kind of neat. The main character, or I should say the main villain, is Ratigan himself, and it was voiced by Vincent Price. Now, those of you who remember that name, you can imagine, or you can remember, he was perfectly cast in this role. And another trivia piece, he always wanted to do a Disney movie, so it was happy for him too. Strategy-wise, well, this is a continuation of a long series of these puzzles. We did Hades, the Evil Queen, Ursula, the Queen of Hearts. This one, Ratigan, and I have a couple more queued up. 2 of them actually built, and another one in the queue. So, strategy, well, we've become pros. Step 1, don't build the border. Take all the pieces out, put them aside. The border is not easy because it's just a couple lines on a dark surface, though this one had a particular glitch, I would say, that one of the other in the series have had, and that is, outside the main lines there's a secondary border, this pink little line that I suspect is part of the manufacturing process to help align the puzzle, the die where the picture is, and that's not on center, so we were able to figure out which edge pieces went where based on that little line. Anyways, so strategy-wise, don't build the border. We built the main character, the puzzle, the game piece that's in the center, and then the main character, and then we just start picking away at all the little frames and the distinct colors and images. This one was a little tough because it is gray and black, so a little more hunt and peck at the end than some of the other puzzles. But, you know, it's become very routine. We've done so many of these, we're flying through them. The total build time for this one is 4 hours. So the dark one took a little bit longer than the purple ones and the red ones. I don't know, have a good reason for you, but that's what it is, slightly longer. Let's review the puzzle. I'm going to review the puzzle in 4 categories on a scale of 1 to 5. The first category is the puzzle material quality itself, the paperboard. Ravensburger uses a blue chip recycled material, which I'm going to give a 3. And for recycled material, that's above average. 2 is what I would normally put most recycled material puzzles at, But this one is definitely better than that, and if you didn't know it was recycled material, you probably wouldn't be able to detect it by looking at the pieces. The next category is the puzzle cut quality itself. This is also a 3. The normal kind of instances where once in a while you put a piece in the wrong spot, but you figure it out pretty quick. You don't build a whole chunk of puzzle and then realize you have something in the wrong spot. So the cut quality is right where it should be, a 3. It's not above average, but it doesn't detract from the build at all. Difficulty, well, I have to give all of these puzzles a 2 in this series. With so many distinct little pictures and frames, and each frame is unique, you can pull most pieces and build so much of the space that by the time you get to the end and you have just a couple dark pieces left, it's really a small percentage of the build. So difficulty is only a 2, and we build them so fast. This was, like I said, 3.5 hours or 4 hours tops. We did one of them in just over 3 hours, so the series is enjoyable, and once you've built one, the rest of them will go quite smoothly for you. The fourth category, and the most subjective of them all, is frameability. If I was the type of person that made a puzzle only once, would I seal this and hang it somewhere and with pride in my house? Or if this was a poster in a store, would I buy it? Well, I'm going to give this a 3. I mean, it's literally a poster. This is clearly inspired by the game, and anyone that's out there playing this game is going to want these posters. I can see a young adult, or whatever the appropriate age group is for the game, would want the whole series hanging in their room. You know, these are iconic moments and iconic characters and scenes from some of the most famous films ever produced by Disney, so it's hard not to understand that these have a lure to them for someone to hang and frame. This leads to the final thing, which is just the overall score for the puzzle. It is not linear, but in this case, it is a 3. I would definitely build this puzzle again. I would certainly loan it out and know that the person who gets it from me is going to enjoy their time building this. I have one out on loan right now, and the feedback has been positive. That it's again, not simple, but easy enough that you don't feel like you're grinding away trying to find and fit every piece every time. So overall, it's a 3. I will say, I left it out a moment ago, but my one little feedback is with these Ravensburger puzzles is, for some reason they leave this blue dust everywhere. I don't understand it. Crazy thing, but it just forces me to clean constantly afterwards. A little quirk of their manufacturing process. You can see hints of the blue dust on those white trays that we have the pieces in. At the end here, you're going to see me take the puzzle apart, put all the edge pieces in a little plastic baggie. Also does is save someone some sorting time. It certainly doesn't make the build any easier in this case, because it's the last thing we put on. You're not building a frame ahead of time. It's probably more habit than anything else. Well, if you liked the video, go ahead and click the like button, maybe even click the subscribe button, and I appreciate everyone out there who takes 10 minutes out of a day to sit through one of these videos and listen to me talk about my hobby. Thanks again, everyone. I look forward to bringing you more puzzle videos in the near future.